Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another album review. Today we're going to be reviewing Drake's newest album, honestly, Nevermind. And yeah, honestly, Nevermind is fine. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. I, of course, wrote some notes about everything here for you guys. I've listened to the album twice now, and that'll probably be the last time I listen to it. I listened to it twice the night it came out, and yeah, I don't see myself revisiting this album very often, but nonetheless, let's talk about it. So the intro, it's a slow intro to a very upbeat album, which I kind of like. It kind of hints towards what this album is going to sound like, but not too much. And then that first song comes on, Falling Back. I like it. It's pretty groovy. I like the voice changes and different flows from Drake. The song just feels really long, in my opinion. I just find it's nothing special. But I do enjoy the production. Like I said, it just, like, we got like 2 minutes into the song, and I was like, the song's still going, and there's like another minute and a half left of it. I just felt like it was really long. Which, yeah, it just wasn't a good listen for me. Both times when I listened to the album, it was the same thing. Now, Text Go Green, continuing on through the album. A banger, definitely one of my favorite songs from the project, and it seems to be a lot of people's favorites, or one of their favorites, I guess, sorry. Again, a really long song, although this one actually didn't feel long compared to Falling Back. Like, Falling Back, I was a little over halfway through the song, and I'm like, man, this is still going. Why is this still going? Text Go Green was long, but I enjoyed it for pretty much, start to finish, so... it was a longer run time as well. I really like what Drake said in this song. He said, "I feel like everything these days leads to nothing," and I really feel that. I feel like so much, like, your mind just creates so many scenarios that ultimately lead to nothing, and you're either set up for disappointment or just realistic thoughts, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I really enjoyed that line. I thought that was really good. Nice to be able to connect to something your artist is saying, right? So fave song so far. I mean, we're only 3 tracks in, but continuing on, we move on to Currents. I love the bed squeak. I think it's hilarious. Honestly, I really enjoy this song. I really like the production. The bed squeak is fucking hilarious, though, to be fair. As funny as that is, I really do enjoy the production from this song and the background vocals. I think it's really good, and that's one of the songs I will be revisiting from this album, so alongside Text Go Green. Moving on to A Keeper. I feel like it's kind of harsh. Feel bad for the girl in this song. Whoever he's talking about, he's a little mean, but I do like the beat drop in it as well, but really, that's it. There's nothing too special about that song for me. It won't be a song I'm revisiting very often. Continuing on to Calling My Name. Good transition from A Keeper. The transition from A Keeper to Calling My Name was really good. I really liked that. I really like that beat switch, and it sounds super familiar. I don't know if it's a sampled song or not. I love the bridge. I love the Your Pussy Is Calling My Name, or however it goes. I don't think I'll be revisiting that song very much, but that's like such a Drake song, I feel, Continuing on to Sticky. I feel like this is a very different kind of dance production from what the most of the album had, which it's more of a trap beat in my opinion, or at least to my ears. I do enjoy this song. Overall, I thought it was really good production. I really loved Drake talking in French. Shout out to Quebec. I'm from New Brunswick, so Canadian boy. Very nice. It's a banger. It's one of my favorite songs from the album. Continuing on to Massive, some very close lyrics to me. Here's the lyric. I've been alone in my thoughts. Very, very, very true. And all these feelings intertwined, fighting the urge to reach out. Very, very, very true. I'm not going to dive too deep into that, but those were some standouts from that song. Again, it's nice to just connect with the artist, right? So definitely did with a couple of lines on this album. Continuing on to Flights Booked. I think this is a pretty fine song. It's a pretty okay song. It's nothing too special in my opinion. I wasn't a big fan of it the first time, although I enjoyed it more the second time around. I do like the quiet and slower production at the end. I think that's very nice. It's pretty calm, and I like that. Continuing on to Overdrive, I had really high expectations after the first 20 seconds of instrumental, but I quickly became disappointed. That first 20 seconds sounded really, really sweet. It sounded like I was going to really, really love that song, but then that like small little beat change came in, and I just wasn't really a fan of the rest of the song. If it was like just the first 20 seconds, that'd be a sweet song. But continuing on to Downhill, all I wrote for this was mid-song and skip. I wasn't a big fan of this song. It's not very often that there's songs on an album that I just straight up skip, but not really a fan of this one, unfortunately. Continuing on to Tie That Binds. The string instrument seems out of place compared to the rest of the album. Again, it's another mid-song that I'm going to be skipping. This won't be a song that I will be revisiting often. So that's 2 songs in a row that I just are skips for me. Not a fan. And again, most of this album is just like a dance album. And then Tie That Binds, Jimmy Cooks, and Sticky just seem so out of place compared to the rest of the album. But nonetheless, we'll continue on to Liability. I really love the slow singing and production. I love that slow-mo sound effect. I love it in like every song. I think it's so good. W song is what I wrote. I really, really enjoyed that. And then moving on to the outro of the album, we have Jimmy Cooks. Rip Lil Keed. Rest in peace, Lil Keed. I really, really enjoyed Lil Keed for a little while a few years ago. Like 2018 to like 2020, I was a pretty big Lil Keed fan. I really listened to his music a lot, so rest in peace to Lil Keed. He was super young, and unfortunately, as actually recording today, Lil TJ was shot multiple times, I guess, and he was in surgery. I think he got out of surgery. I think everything's okay right now. Knock on wood. Hopefully, everything's going to be okay. But again, it's just terrible. So many young artists getting injured or getting killed or dying, and obviously. So I feel bad for Lil TJ. Prayers to him and his families, and prayers to the family and friends of Lil Keed. So continuing on with this song, again, a completely different vibe for the rest of the album. I love the transition from Drake to 21. I think that's great. This is arguably 21 and Drake's best song in my opinion as well. They have like 4 or 5 songs together, and I really like them all, but I really enjoy this one so far. 21's feature run is insane. Like, he's got so many incredible features, especially over the past few years. He's an incredible feature artist. He's definitely one of my favorite artists to listen to if he's on a feature right now. So I hope his feature run continues. This is a great song, and it's best song on the album in my opinion. Easily, it's really not even close. This is the only song that I've actually like truly taken out of this album and continued to listen to. There was a couple songs that I do enjoy, but for the most part, Jimmy Cooks is definitely my favorite. So overall, in my opinion, it's just a pretty mid project with a couple songs I'll be taking out and putting into my playlist. Just like most of the albums coming out this year, which is sad. I really have enjoyed much of the music from 2022 so far, and it's at the time of recording this is June 22nd, so it's really unfortunate. We're just about halfway through the year, and I really haven't enjoyed most of the music that's come out this year. Don't get me wrong, there are some fantastic songs that have come out this year, but I've listened to a lot of music this year, and unfortunately, there's been a lot that I have not been a big fan of. So, the 6 songs that I'll be revisiting the most, I have them in a playlist here. Let me just find that playlist, and I'll read them out to you guys. So, Text Go Green, Currents, Calling My Name, Sticky, Liability, and Jimmy Cooks. Those 6 songs are my favorites so far. Overall, though, the only one I really listen to is Jimmy Cooks. The other ones are just in this playlist because it's my favorite songs of June, and I'll narrow it down come the end of June for my top 10 of June 2022. So stay around for that. Stick around for that. This won't be my last music album review. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this album again. Just not really an album for me, although I know the girls will love it, and it'll be pretty popular for the summer. So yeah, which is obviously the goal, but shout out Drake. At least he dropped something, right? I do like Drake. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.